Anderson has this one teed up. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First carry now. This is Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
From the 31, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but incomplete. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Space to run past the 20, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Unbelievable.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. Now here's Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Dancing to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man is Uzama. Trucks over him, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And they go play action now. Burrow going for it all. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, 29 yards. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And they use that height on the outside to get the score. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra long look. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
57 the mic. Who that? Who that? Check 99. Check 99.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 4 down. Watch it, 5. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey, 57, 57.
From the 36, Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
55, Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Coming after you. Nice 57, 57.
Here we go with Williams. And he's got some space here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
You can't block me. 57 to Mike. Hey, 43, 15.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They go play action with Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And this is caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, 35 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. That is incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I got it. 11. 11.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
First down, here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So we have come to... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Come on, ready? 53, check 53. Army. Check. 12.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Burrow on play action. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
57 colors.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down now, a run with McKinnon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Here we go.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down.
And And that run wasn't just for a first down. That was for some confidence. They've had a tough day moving the ball on the ground this entire game. I think after that one, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves, and now they got more downs to try and get it done.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McPherson on for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20.
Come on and get it.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. Mixon on the toss right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Well, it was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, just start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
11 MT.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Touchdown Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, 33 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. At Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 45 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
You punk.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Back. 43.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Mecole Hardman been the intended target, but now it'll be third down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And again, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, 39 yards. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again to about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Burrow now off the bootleg. On the move to his left.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
A big play there for Cincinnati. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. McPherson now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They run once more with McKinney. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry.
Here we go.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Taken from about the 12. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 5. 1:50 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Chips over here. Chips over here. Let's overload. Overload.
Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And we know that this crowd really wants to explode. What a win this would be. They had a shot at the end zone right there, and it fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mahomes. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ready? Mike 55, Mike 55.
Mahomes to throw it.
Ricky.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
57
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Check. 57's Mike. Mike 57. I'm coming after you.
One final try for Mahomes. Trying to improvise. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.